Hmm. Hey everyone. It has been a strange couple of weeks. I've been sick. I got sick towards the end of August, and I had a pretty bad cold. I did a rapid test and it was negative for COVID. But then last week on Labor Day, hubby started feeling a sore throat. He got sick exactly a week after I felt my sore throat, so I thought, oh no, I gave him my cold. But we did a test anyway, just in case, and he was positive for COVID. So when we saw that result come up, I was like, I better test again. But mine was still negative. So I don't know if I had it and maybe I tested too early and then too late. I don't really know, but I was negative, he was positive, and we decided that he would go to that self-isolation hotel that we have in Toronto. Because our condo is so small, there's no way for him to self-isolate without kind of like being in contact with me all the time. We only have one bathroom, and our bedroom is in an area where he has to walk through the entire condo to get to the bathroom. Hubby has been self-isolating at the hotel for about a week now. He went on Monday, it is Saturday, but he is coming home today. So it was supposed to be 5 days, but they've loosened a lot of the guidelines in Toronto. It's very loosey-goosey now, but he still did want to stay until his symptoms started improving. Of course, he mainly had a sore throat, like a really, really painful sore throat, and he had it for a good 3 days. And then he started feeling much better on Thursday, pretty much feeling 100% on Friday. So he is going to come home today, which is perfect because it is also the Mid-Autumn Festival. So I am going to pick him up, just walking over to the hotel to meet him. I'm really excited to see him, and I think Lulu will be very, very excited to see him. Lulu and hubby, as you probably know, are like this. And when he was away, I actually FaceTimed him twice a day so he could watch Lulu eat lunch and dinner. And then we also did like a very quick FaceTime call in the evening at 9 p.m. before I went to bed, so he could see Lulu again, and of course so we could catch up. They actually give him 3 meals a day, so they give him like a really nice breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and there's so much variety. There's a lot of protein, which he really likes, so he usually gets eggs in the morning, and then there's some sort of like sandwich or wrap or curry for lunch, and then for dinner it's like, yeah, like sandwich, wrap, some sort of like rice or pasta dish. So it's a lot of variety. He hasn't had the same meal twice, and it just worked out really well. I'm very, very grateful that we had this option, and it is completely free. So for people who test positive for COVID and they can't self-isolate, they have the option to go to this hotel. And I did go twice to drop off a few supplies for him, just some extra bottles of water and cough drops and the like, and they were very accommodating. I basically just hand it to the security guard. I say the room number, and then he brings it up right away, so the stuff isn't sitting there. He has a window that overlooks like the street area, so I would go there and wave to him when I drop stuff off. It was nice staying in touch with him, so I didn't like miss him that much, but it will also be nice to see him in person again and to have him at home. It's been a strange 2 years. Not only the past 2 weeks, the past 2 years. Oh my goodness. I know we're still in the pandemic, but I guess like mood wise or maybe like personality wise, I feel like I'm ready for something else now. I feel like being sick bookended the pandemic experience for me, because I haven't been sick since December 2019 when we came back from Japan, and that was like a few months before the pandemic. And then now, even though the pandemic isn't over, I got sick again, and I feel like that is my signal to step into something else now, a new way of being. I know this might be sounding very woo-woo, but I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling some kind of shift happen, and I'm not sure what that is yet. So my alarm went off. I have to get ready to meet hubby. I'm just gonna change my my outfit. I'm still in my loungewear. Lulu's been really good, but she has seemed a little bit sad, especially this morning. I don't know if she wasn't feeling well yesterday, but she was a little bit more restless when she was sleeping, and this morning she's just been, I don't know, kind of sad, or maybe just tired. She has been sleeping a lot, and she's been getting little treats here and there. She's finally stirring. But yeah, I think she'll be very happy to see hubby. She has been eating, so that's a good sign. She can't be too sad. And I'm sure she's physically feeling okay if she's still eating. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get hubby now, and then they can have their reunion. Okay, you're a good girl.
What's that? Oh, hi, Lulu. Oh, goodness. Hi, monkey. Hi. Okay. Oh. I'm so excited. Hi, monkey.
Oh, she's never made that noise before.
Holy.
She got tangled in your straps.
You did?
It's in the bag.
Ah. Hi, monkey.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's so loud. Oh, it's on the cup.
Oh, no.
You okay, Lulu?
Lulu?
She saw you, but she made the noise.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, she's so happy.
Hi, monkey. Lulu? Hi. Hi, monkey. Hi. Holy.
When hubby was at the hotel, sometimes we would be on FaceTime when they brought his lunch or dinner, and he would do a little unboxing. So he's going to do that now because he did get breakfast before he left today.
Oh,
Juice.
new.
Grapefruit.
Oh, I never had this before. Oh, it is.
This was
So
hubby's
good.
favorite Danish. I think he says caramel or something.
Or
Is it?
caramel or toffee or something.
Toffee.
Oh, holy.
Oh, kiwi.
Plum. Holy.
Oh, I love kiwis. I haven't had a kiwi in like years.
Hash browns and eggs.
Hubby had a lot of variety in his food lately, but he hasn't had Japanese food in a while, so we just decided to get some sushi. Hubby got the salmon lover, and I got a vegetarian set. Hubby and I are going to be having mooncakes for our Mid-Autumn Festival celebration. I bought these mooncakes from TNT a couple of days ago. They are the very inexpensive ones. I think they were the cheapest ones they had. These are the white lotus seed paste with double egg yolks. And it came in a nice tin and a bag too. Not bad. $15.99. There was another box that I was looking at. There were $27.99, and I think that was like the second cheapest. So Here is what they look like.
We really used to eat one by ourselves, just one each.
I used to eat a whole one for dinner when I worked at Switchboard. My 20s. I'd work full-time at my day job, and then I had a part-time job as well, so I would go there for like a 3-4 hour shift after work, and I would bring a mooncake, and that is all I would eat for dinner. It was very filling though. Alright, so I'll cut this into quarters, and I'm actually not a huge fan of the yolks, so I usually give the bigger yolk pieces to hubby, but I love the lotus paste. If I was just buying these for myself, I would buy the lotus paste ones with no yolks.
Yeah.
Happy Mid-Autumn Festival to those of you who celebrate. Let's give this a try. It actually looks quite good. Is it good?
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. Very tasty. Delicious. Alright, we're going to make some tea. Have that with the rest of our mooncake. And then we're going to get back to watching Alone because we took a long break when hubby was away. I cut my hair, finally. I think it's been 2 years since I last cut it, or at least 1.5 years. I was thinking about cutting it last night, but when the time came, I just really wanted to rest instead. So I decided not to cut it, thinking maybe in a week or 2. But I woke up this morning and I had some time, so I decided just to go ahead and cut it this morning since I was planning to have a shower anyway. So, same cut really. The only thing that's different from the previous times is that I have curtain bangs now, so I just gave those a trim as well. I found when I cut my curtain bangs to around this length, they were too short. They would tickle my eyes. So I decided this time to leave them pretty long. I think I cut them to here and they were just a little bit longer. It was a very, very light trim of the curtain bangs, but I really like the way the cut looks. It is rather uneven. When I went to take a look, especially at the back with my other mirror before I had the shower, it was quite jagged, or I had like little chunks or pieces that kind of stuck out. I tried to fix it as best as I can because hubby did go off to work today and he isn't here to help me even out the back. But now that I have washed it, blow dried it, and put a little bit of a curl in the ends, I think it's okay. It feels really fresh and light. I know I did a talk through of these clips, but I have no idea where that is, so I'm just going to insert the footage here, even though hubby and I went to this restaurant with 2 of our friends back at the end of August. This is Pink Sky, which is a seafood restaurant, and the lobster bisque that hubby had was super yummy. Our friends also shared the tuna tartare, which smelled very good. I ordered the lobster roll, which was pretty small, but fortunately I wasn't that hungry, so it was a perfect portion. Hubby got the lobster mac and cheese with truffle, and he thought it was delicious. My friend ordered the scallops, and her partner ordered a seafood stew, and both dishes looked very, very yummy. For dessert, our friends ordered the banoffee pie, which was similar to a banana cream pie. Overall, we had a really good dinner and the food at Pink Sky was awesome. Hubby got us Hakka food from a place near his work. He ordered from there when I was sick with my cold before he got COVID, and the food was really good. So this is our second order. We ordered this sesame crispy beef, which is absolutely delicious. I think it was our favorite thing. These are the steamed chicken momos. The sweet and sour chicken is new to us. I wasn't expecting it to be like this. I thought it would be dry, but there's a lot of sauce. But that'll be good with the rice. Hubby also got these noodles. That looks yummy too. He got me the small tom yum soup with chicken. This was really, really good. I had this when I was sick. Hubby's not a fan of tom yum soup, so he won't be having any of this. I'll give him probably the mushrooms, but yeah, this is very yummy, very, very good. And then I just made some green peppers on the side. We got some rice with our dishes, but I also made some steamed rice in case we run out. I am out for a rare afternoon walk. I'm holding the camera like this because there are a lot of people around and I want to be like I'm on FaceTime, not recording myself. So we are getting this portrait view today in this clip. It is really busy in downtown Toronto. TIFF is in full swing. We've got a Jays game. Lots of people are back to work in the downtown core. So it is just a zoo. This is actually a more quiet part of town because I have passed all of the TIFF and Jays crowd for the most part. I am out because I will be volunteering this year at Elevate, and I'm gonna go pick up my t-shirt, my badge, my water bottle, that sort of thing. Elevate is a tech festival and I have volunteered with them before the pandemic. I'm looking forward to it. It's next week. Here is the Elevate volunteer t-shirt. I wanted a large, but the person who was helping me couldn't seem to find one, so he gave me a medium, and I was thinking it might be too small, but it's actually perfect. I wanted something that would cover my butt in case I decide to wear tights, pretty much like just below my shorts, so it looks like I'm just wearing a t-shirt, but it's very comfortable, it fits fine, so I think I will just hang on to the medium. I also got my Elevate water bottle and I got my badges. They also gave like a little bracelet thing, which I'm supposed to wear all the time. I cannot take that off during the festival at all, so I've got to wear that for 3 days. The mirror is dirty again. Sorry about that. I should have cleaned it before I vlogged. Hubby brought home pastries from Beau. These croissants, they look so good. I think we're gonna have the purple one today, and he said that one is blueberry. I changed the water in the AeroGarden today, and this is how much Thai basil I harvested. I can't believe this plant was pretty much almost dying, and it has really bounced back. So this is how much I pruned off, and it's still got tons and tons of foliage. I would say this is probably about half the plant. I know you're only supposed to prune a third at a time, but it was just getting very unruly, so this is how much I cut off. I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to make a Thai basil simple syrup and see how that tastes. They canceled my float today. I was supposed to go this morning, but they said there was something wrong with the tanks. But I've been going consistently every 2 weeks, so this is the first time I'll be missing my regular 2-week slot. And I'm actually glad for the break. I usually book it on a Sunday, but this time I booked it on a Saturday, and I just have a lot of things I like to do on Saturday mornings, so it's nice to be home just puttering around. So I'm gonna make the Thai basil simple syrup, very similar to the thyme one that I made, because the thyme one was excellent and we used it up really quickly. This, of course, is a completely different flavor profile, but I think it should still be good as a simple syrup. So I'm gonna give that a try right now. This is 2 cups of water and 1 cup of brown sugar. That's why it's so dark. So it's not quite a simple syrup because I don't like it to be too sweet in my drinks. So now I am going to put in all of the Thai basil. And the water was steaming but not boiling. Leave the Thai basil in here for probably around 15-20 minutes. Let all that flavor infuse. It's been around 20 minutes and I'm ready to pull out the basil leaves and put all of this syrup into a glass jar. Here is the Thai basil simple syrup that I made. We have this bottle along with this little one. So I think we'll use maybe all of this, and then we're just gonna mix it with this lemon sparkling water, and we'll see how it tastes. Okay, let me see if I can do this evenly. Hubby and I both think this smells medicinal, so let's give it a try.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very mild, because I didn't put that much sugar. It tastes pretty good. I like it. I would make this again, and I've got lots of basil, so I could definitely make this again. The festival started yesterday evening, and hubby and I went and watched a bunch of programming. I think we were there for maybe 3 hours or so, and most of the speakers were very interesting and very inspiring. It reminds me of why I love attending these types of festivals. I feel a lot of creativity, ideas, inspiration. It just leaves me feeling very good. I have 2 volunteer shifts. This is going to be my first one, and I'm doing the same shift tomorrow as well. I wanted to mention that yesterday when hubby and I were watching the programming, I would say only 10%, maybe only even 5% of the audience was wearing masks. So we were 2 of them. We were 2 of the people wearing masks, but everyone else was unmasked. So that was interesting. There's definitely been a shift here in Toronto. I am back from volunteering, and unfortunately I won't be able to go to any programming this afternoon because I have some work I need to get done. It was a very tiring morning, very chaotic. I'm glad that's done. I just have one more shift, same shift tomorrow, and hopefully it'll go a little more smoothly. Yeah, there was just a lot of chaos, but I got lunch out of it from Cafe Plenty. I chose the turkey one. They also had vegetarian and chicken. Oh, it's a sandwich and a salad. So there's a little green salad on the side, some dressing, and a sandwich. I also got a cookie. So I'm excited to eat this because I am very hungry. Hello everyone, it is Thursday and Elevate Festival is in the books, at least for me. I was supposed to have a volunteer shift this morning, but yesterday was very chaotic and disorganized, and to be quite honest, I didn't feel I was really scared I would get COVID. A lot of the volunteers and the security personnel were wearing masks, but pretty much none of the attendees and none of the festival staff. I also didn't realize this role involved scanning badges, because when I read the description on the website, when I signed up for this particular role, it said, you know, showing people to their seats, also helping with accessibility requests, and it also said that the volunteers would get to watch programming for their entire shift. So I'm like, this is perfect. I can keep physically distanced from people, but it wasn't like that at all. I was basically scanning badges my entire shift until the device died and they didn't have replacements. So they took those away to charge, but by then it was pretty close to the end of my shift anyway. There wasn't enough lighting in the auditorium to scan, so I had to stand outside and I didn't see any of the programming. So long story short, I decided I would cancel my volunteer shift. I just didn't feel comfortable going back in. I felt very resistant to it. And the kicker for me was when I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like very put off. I was just like replaying stuff in my mind and just like thinking about what it said on the website. And I was just getting like really nitpicky about stuff, which is when I know I'm feeling very anxious and distressed about something that's going on. So in the middle of the night last night, I was up for probably an hour or two tossing and turning, and that was when I decided I am not going to my shift tomorrow. So this morning I went ahead and called and canceled, and they were fine with it. I think they get this a lot. So she just asked me what shift I had signed up for, and she just said thank you for letting me know, and that was it. So all of that like tossing and turning was really all for naught because it was no big deal. Did enjoy a lot of the programming that I went to. There were probably a handful of talks that I found really inspiring, and they sparked some ideas for things I might want to include in my book or things I might want to look into more, or maybe ideas that might become future projects. I didn't go to a lot of programming just because of the way the talks were structured. I had the volunteer shift and I had my paid work as well, but I really enjoyed the stuff that I went to. But I just didn't feel comfortable going back for another day of like so much like in your face contact with people who aren't wearing masks, and it's just like back and forth, very chaotic, very, very crowded. It would have been overwhelming for me even without the pandemic and without COVID. So with the COVID piece added on, it was just too much for me, and I could not force myself to go back. I had to make the decision for myself. I chose myself today, and that felt really good. So that is going to be it for this vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. It is the first day of fall in the Northern Hemisphere today, so I hope you're having a good start to the autumn season, and I will see you all very soon in another vlog. Bye.